Which WWE SuperCard YouTubers do you watch? Which WWE SuperCard YouTubers should we all be watching? Let's find out. People, welcome to another edition of that finger tapping frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard. With me, Big Jim, here at another snazzy location. Now then, what I want to talk about today is SuperCard on YouTube. Or in other words, WWE SuperCard YouTubers. Now, who are you guys watching? I did ask you in my last vid, which was the Andre Shah Almas, can't miss out the Shah in the middle, Road to Glory vid. I did ask who are you guys watching. Now, I did expect to see BadLadDad. After all, I did ask the question, and you weren't watching my channel at the time, so that's kind of an obvious answer. But what I wanted to hear, rather than the Biggie Dudes and the JBs and the Luigi's and Tony Pizza guys and all those kind of people, I wanted to hear more about perhaps the guys in the underground. You know, those that are just keeping the community chugging along with videos, and those up-and-coming stars, all the people who you feel are worth watching. So I've got a few of those guys to shout out for you now, and I'm going to need the aid of my rock and roll device, which is my reading glasses. So let's have a look. Now, first up on the list is Newology. Now he's got, as you can see there, he's got 7,000 subs already, just past that 7K barrier, and a lot of regular content going up, as you can see from his channel here. So 2 days ago, day ago, and doing quite a few live streams now on YouTube. We'll call up his latest vid, just so you can see the man in action. And as I mentioned, what I want to do is just try and sort of spread the love a bit. Oh, why is that doing that? It's probably doing that because I'm using, it's not his video, it's my MacBook not behaving itself. Just because I wanted to show you something. I knew it would start doing this. Right, we'll just click back and get him talking again. And yeah, what I wanted to do is just sort of get more awareness for people out there, because we've had a lot of whinging and moaning and complaining about the game. But I'm not saying that these guys making these videos haven't got their own things to grow up about as well. But you know, there is still a thriving community out there, and I just wanted to sort of just get people looking around and seeing that actually we're all in this together. You're not just slogging away on the game on your own. There's a lot of people out there slogging on it as well. So go and check out Newology. He's the first on the recommended list. And second up, a fella who I know very well, Tom Sharpie SuperCard, who I shared more than a beer with out in Seattle. In the 2 evenings that we were there, the 2 nights that we were there, it was myself and Tom who were keeping the glasses raised and the beer drinking going on behalf of the Brits. And not that that's obviously the be-all and end-all for a YouTuber, but it helps. It does in my book. You've got to have a drinking buddy while you're somewhere. So go and check Tom out. He's not been well over the past week or so, but he'll explain why in his latest video. And again, as you can see, he's up to episode 60 of season 4. Well worth going to check out Tom. And he's 21,500 subs. I think last time I spoke to him properly, he was on about just past 20,000. That was only a couple of months ago. So as you can see, he's getting a lot of heat on Tom right now. Next up, we have Cool Guy Me. Now, some people are very good at having their home pages updated. Some people not so. Cool Guy Me, it's just past 9K, it's just past his 9,000 subs, so well done fella. But you need to sort your homepage out, because I'm hopefully sending a few people your way here. And if you look at his homepage, it's all season 3 content. So what you need to do, with most people, I would recommend just click actually on their videos tab, and that will show you everything that they've just uploaded. And as you can see, he's got an absolute ton of season 4 content there. Again, it does quite a bit on Twitch. So you can check him out there too. But again, we'll just click on a vid. I mean, it's not format-wise. We're all pretty much of a muchness. It has to be said, those people who've been doing YouTube for a while and played SuperCard for a while, it's pretty similar formats. Us on the right-hand side, you've got the game in the middle, a bit of jazz here and there, just to like tidy it all up a bit. But yeah. Just go and check the man out. As I say, he again, just over 9,000 subs and growing fast, so someone else worth checking out. One from me, which I just like this guy's persistence. Edge Punk Dude. He's been going for some time. He's got his 10,000 subs. Now, if you actually look at his vids, I mean, his viewings, as you can see, well, actually, we'll click on the video tab, as I mentioned. That's the best way to do it. There's less than 100 views on some of these, but what I like about him is his persistence. And it's just, you know, you don't have to have the jazzy bits. It doesn't all have to be jazz and bells and whistles and all that gear. It's just him, camera, and his game, having a bit of a chat. Just to show you guys, actually, it's quite simple. You can do it. But what you do need is determination and energy to keep going. And that's what the guy's got in bucket loads. He's still going. And he's got his 10,000 subs. So his views may not be massive at the moment. But, you know, he's got more chance of having good views and those views increasing. I think he said he had something like 5,000 over the past month, which is, you know, it's good. He's got more chance of that growing by continuing to doing what he's doing, rather than sitting at home and moaning about it and not doing anything about it. So well done to him. Now, I would also like to bring to your attention, it'd be very remiss of me not to mention my old mucker Josh from, oh, I can't spell judgment, from BadLadDad. As you can see, he's got a FIFA channel there with over 9,000 subs. But this is his SuperCard channel, JT Judgment HD. Now, never let it be said that the boy from Swansea copies everyone else. Because he's not going to put his face on the right, no, he's going to put his face on the left. They're that radical in Wales. They do things like that. They just like to buck the trend. So as you can see, Josh is on the left-hand side of his screen. A very nice layout. Look at the love, care and attention that has gone to that layout. You've got top 8 cards, it's got Road to Glory, and obviously his game as well. So go and check out Josh. As I say, he's been a member of Team BadLadDad for over a year now, I think. We've been together for quite some time as a team. There's just one more person I did want to mention. He's had a bit of a rough time recently. Is Radish84. If you just go and check out him, he's got a lot of Season 4 content. He hasn't made anything for about a month. As I mentioned, he's had a rough time just recently. But go and check out what he has got, because there's still plenty of Season 4 content there to have a look at. So just go and have a check and see what he's been up to. And just follow him on Twitter, Radish_84. And then if he gets back into the video making kind of groove and kind of thing, then you'll know where to find him. You'll know what he's up to. So that's it. Those are the people who you guys have mentioned who are away from the ones that you would expect to hear. And perhaps there's somebody else who I've not mentioned who you think I should be mentioning. If there's enough of them, just mention them down below again. If there's enough of them, I'll make a second video just saying, look, here's the second wave of people you should be watching. But please do make sure it is people who are sort of regularly making videos or have got some content worth watching. There's no good me sending people to somebody if they've made like 3 videos in 8 months, because that's just not someone that anyone really, hand on heart, is going to follow. Having done that, and good luck to all you guys, let's get on with the action. Now then, let's have a quick look actually in King of the Ring, which I've not made much headway with just recently. Oh, I've got a tonk in there, haven't I? Absolute tonking. This seems to be the story of it. Doesn't matter. Look at that. How am I meant to beat any of these? How honestly am I meant to beat someone with all those cards? I don't know. This is fully evented and money in the banked up. I've got no chance. No chance at all. So let's not check King of the Ring, because it's not worth checking. But we will have a look back at my cards. As you can see, 210 out of 250. This catalogue. I've got an awful lot of stuff stashed away. Firstly, we'll just check out the man, Andre Almas. I'm going to have to stop saying like that, because it's not doing my throat any good. Andre Almas, you can see, not heroic. Now, I didn't think when I spoke to you on Friday I was going to be able to go for the heroic mode. Not because I was going to be particularly busy over the weekend, it's just I'd had enough. After 2 weekends of full-on double eventing, I just thought I need a bit of a break, and I have to say it came to Sunday and I still had quite a bit to do just to get the main man there himself. But obviously I wasn't going to miss out on an event card, so I had to go for it. So I got him, didn't bother with heroics, and very disappointed anyway. So I think what actually tipped the balance for me was Steve, one of the Team BadLadDad members, by Saturday morning he was already onto heroic mode and pointed out that all the points in heroic mode were exactly the same as they always were. There was no discount, there was no reduction, there was no help given to us there by Cat Daddy to try and get the heroic mode any quicker than normal. And I just thought, oh, I can't be bothered with that. I really can't be bothered. I just need to have some sort of life for myself. Just watch a bit of football and just chill out for a bit and have a beer, which is what I did. So I got the man. I'm not bothering with the fusions. As you can see in my catalogue, I mentioned there's all these flipping candy hearts that are a waste of space because I've got one beast, nothing from Monster, nothing from Titan, shed loads from Hardened and Elite, which I'll never do anything other than just bank the images. But also, I'm kind of the architect of my own downfall when it comes to filling out this flipping card limit, because I've still got all these single super rares that I'm trying to turn into pros, and all these ultra rares which I'm trying to turn into pros for no other reason than filling out that catalogue. But I'm also, I'd be more reticent about getting rid of this lot, is all these elites. Now I've got all of these singles stashed away. I've kind of got to do these because these are obviously a lot harder to get than the super rares and the ultra rares. Like these candy hearts. Look, I'll be so glad when they're converted into images. They can save them, and I can just feed them into other cards and get rid of the flipping things. I had enough of them. Yeah, so they've not been much use to me. At PvP, I'm 23rd. Not doing an awful lot other than just trying to make sure I've got at least a couple of momentum slots going. And Team Road to Glory, we were a bit slow on this, I have to say. I think the old burnout's still there with people. I've done a bit. I can't say that I've been a top contributor in this. I've done a bit. Let's have a look at the team points breakdown. There's poor old Zim there. He's powering away because the Cedric card, which is very kind of you guys to tweet me and say, it's Cedric, you can get yourself a Cedric Titan. But I actually have just made a pro out of him at the weekend. So Cedric and Steve and Josh doing their bit. Oh, I'm fourth. But, you know, I'm not surprised people are feeling a bit burnt out after that weekend, because 3 lots of chasing that heroic mode is... You actually need 2 or 3 people playing on your behalf to try and help out, because it's just getting a bit much. I now had picked up a few doublers. Here we go, I've got 4 doublers that I thought I'll just save these just for a little chisel while we're having a bit of a chat. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you guys how you're finding this heroic mode. Have you given up on it too? Do you think that the bonus you get from heroic mode is worth it? Do you think that sticking one of your event cards in a momentum slot is just as good as getting the heroic mode, and you'd rather stick to doing a bit of PvP and try and get as many momentum slots as possible? Because that's something... how do you guys juggle Money in the Bank, PvP, double dose of eventing and team events? Well, how's anyone meant to juggle that lot? It's crazy schedules, crazy schedules. So, as you probably well know, Money in the Bank is not something I do an awful lot of. I've got about 3,500 points banked. I still find that boring. I know they've got different animations. It's just... But I think because you don't get any card picks at the end of it, I think that that kind of just takes away what little gratification you get from doing a long slog. I see the justification of having it. Obviously, if you don't do the events, then it does give you a chance over the course of a month to try and get some decent cards. But if you are doing the events, then I just find that again it's too much. Money in the Bank, PvP, and double dose events. Too much. There's other things we could be doing, particularly when West Ham actually win a game over a weekend, and I can watch Match of the Day without having to hide behind the sofa, or just drink myself into oblivion so I don't have to pay attention to what the football results were. So I actually got a chance to sit and watch Match of the Day properly, instead of like glancing up now and again. I watched some films properly, instead of watching a film like this. I actually sat down and relaxed with the family, enjoyed a bit of just a bit of relaxation, just chilled for a bit. So that's the benefits of not having played every single minute of every single day. Of course, the big conjecture now is Season 4 next tier. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? A lot of momentum behind the idea that WrestleMania is going to give us a new tier. Why not? Seems just as good a time as any, and we've obviously had a couple of WrestleMania tiers already. So, bearing in mind they seem to be running out of names that you can call it Elite, Super Elite, Hardened, Ultimate, the best, Unique. What other names can you come up with? So it would get them out of a hole if we had another WrestleMania tier, because you can just stick a year on it or a number on it, and that's job's a good one. We're away for another year, but that's what 5-6 weeks ago. 5-6 weeks from now, not ago as in the past. I don't know, it depends when you're watching the video. It could have been 6 months ago, for all I know, for whenever you're watching. But you know what I mean. It's 5 or 6 weeks away from this moment. So it could be a little while before we see that, or something might come out a couple of weeks beforehand just to whet our appetite. I don't know. And will we get, before that happens, will we get another female event card, which is something that we have seen quite a bit when you're about to skip tiers, because it is obviously harder to get yourselves that pro female. And I'm pleased to say my Nikki Cross is finally done. She's pro'd and she's in action already. I was so pleased. I did mention it in the last video, but I was so pleased to pull Nikki Cross. She's my first non-event female pro. I gave it the old yes. I actually felt that spark of enjoyment that you get from this game now and again. Less frequently these days. But that spark of enjoyment you get when you get a nice surprise. Because a lot of the things that we get these days tend to be at the end of a 2 or 3 or 4 day slog, rather than a nice surprise. So so that was cool, and she's done. In fact, I don't think I've got anything of note still to pro. There's a monster Seth Rollins that I will do, because he'll muscle in at the lower end of my RTG deck, but really now it's just Titans. Titans is the way forward, and if it's not going to be Titans, it could be new WrestleManias. Who knows, who knows, who knows? So we're just coming to the end of this, do our picks, and I shall bid you adieu, farewell, bon voyage. There's some motorbikes buzzing around out there this evening. I don't know what's going on. There's like a Hell's Angels meeting going on around the corner or something. Perhaps I'm late. Perhaps I should be there. I don't know. Who knows? Right, nearly there. Another comfortable win, but it doesn't look as if we're going to be getting this Titan card, which, from a purely selfish point of view, well, I say selfish, I've still whacked out, what, 250 points or something. But I'm not too disconcerted about it, because I do have him as a pro already, and I'm sorry for the lads in the team who don't get him. We'll do a quick last shout on points, see if Zim's still powering ahead there. Well, there you can see, there we are. We're doing our bit. We're trying, but I think we're just going to... Oh, it's only an hour and a bit to go. Don't think it's going to happen. Sorry, Zim. Sorry, lads, we're just going to miss out. In fact, if any of the guys need stuff rally, he's one of the ingredients, isn't he, for the Nakamura card in the Chambre de Fusion. So there we go, people. Let me know, are you suffering burnout? I want to know. And also, bearing in mind how we started this video, what YouTubers should we be watching? Which YouTubers should we be watching? Let me know in the comments down below if one of your favourites didn't get a mention. But as I did say to you, it's got to be someone who is putting out regular content, not someone who's only done 2 or 3 videos in the last 8 months, 10 months or what have you. It needs to be someone who's like really, you know, giving their time, devoted to the game, and devoted to you guys, because we do it for you guys, because we love you people. And on that note, you know what I'm about to say. If you like the video, bum me a few likes down below, subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. There's all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, where all the banter is. And until I see you next time, you stay cool.